Start.
Good afternoon, all of the people out there who for some reason enjoyed Twilight. Get out of here. Now for the rest of the people, hello. We're back. Inexplicably, we've gotten the entire party again.
Oh.
It almost seems like the universe tries to stop that every once in a while. Now, from last session, our interesting little coterie was introduced at the, I want to say, what would be considered a family gathering of the Hecata within Munich, Germany. After that, they were promptly chosen for a interesting little mission for not very easily spelled out payment. And in doing so, our group has already found themselves in an interesting auction house where things promptly went to shit. And we ended last session with a very hastily put together cover up and everyone going in very separate directions. Now, it's probably not needed to remind everyone that this is the Vampire the Masquerade system. So, even when you fail, you're probably failing upwards. Good luck to all three of you in this world of darkness. So, who I'm most interested in right now, because from what I'm understanding from last session, uh, Ryan has asked his driver to take him back to the first warehouse. Felix is currently running to the Gothic church with the Venetian jar. And
Fuck boy.
Corey, where would you be heading from this staged crime scene by now?
Well, crime did take place there.
A lot of murder.
We're just fudging the details.
There's no we don't remember the details. We just know
Died
exactly.
here. I don't know what you're talking about. Corey is going to he's going to look back at his phone and send a message to Felix letting him know that he'll be going towards Hildebrandt. He's headed to the bar. He'll set out that way on foot because someone at least needs to be in that area for the next couple hours.
Corey is going to Zoom Wolf. Zoom Wolf. Actually, I guess if I really wanted to put a German accent for it, it'd be Zoom Wolf. Something like that. I don't give a shit. To go approach Gunther Hildebrandt. All right. So it is, for all of you guys currently, it is 11 o'clock because while the auction would not have taken a full hour, everything afterwards definitely took a full hour. Let's see here. I don't want to push too hard on the time frames, so Joe, is Corey just going to be walking?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we will deal with Ryan. So when Ryan is dropped off at the warehouse, the driver just looks back. It's like, "Are you sure you want to be here, sir? I can get you somewhere safer. I mean..."
I can take it from here. It is best that I go my own way now, I think. You get yourself to safety. They might be going after anyone who has any information of what went down tonight.
All right then. Okay. Just don't get killed out there. Jesus, I didn't know there'd be.
You too, friend. Keep your head down.
Yeah, all right. Now I'm really wondering, what the fuck are you gonna do without a car?
Oh, in real life, I went to college in the city for 4 years. So I can imagine Ryan being pretty good at huffing it.
All right, so that I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take 20 minutes for Corey to get to Zoomwolf. Where is Ryan going?
I'm probably going to.
Oh, I would have sent Ryan a very similar text. Just, hey, this is
I
where
think
I'm
we
going.
just made a group
Okay.
chat. I think that was what
Yeah,
established
I
last
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
We're gonna split up and meet back together.
So, are you also heading to Zoomwolf?
Yeah.
Okay. And Felix, are you going to go back to the church, or are you going to Zoomwolf?
I was going to deliver the vase, and then I think I'm also supposed to deliver the laptop, but I don't remember.
You weren't supposed to. You guys just picked it up and decided, sure.
Well, I know we have to deliver it at some point. That was my point, was to get that done so it doesn't get broken before the night's over.
Yeah. Yeah, so go ahead and, I think, totally get the base where it's going.
Yeah, and then I don't know if it was mentioned that we're going to give the laptop to her or we're keeping it for ourselves. I can't remember. Because it has been 3 weeks, and I've been thinking about other campaigns.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna give it to her. I want to say, just so she can get all of like that guy's business information and that kind of stuff. There's a void to be filled.
Nah, I want to keep the laptop.
Okay, I guess
you
we'll
would have
keep the
you would have
laptop.
told me that before I left, because I was just kind of the messenger. So cool. Yeah, so I'm just delivering the vase.
All right. We're gonna say it takes a little while longer for you because I'm guessing you're going to prioritize stealth over speed.
I want to be quick, but I want to not really draw attention. So probably it would be
Okay.
swift, but it wouldn't be like I'm invisible. It's more of I'm just some dude who's in a hurry who needs to get somewhere.
Mm-hmm. All right. Just to save confusion, I'm gonna do Ryan and Corey first.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
after about 30 minutes, you guys are able to get to Zoomwolf. It's about around, yeah, it's about 11:30.
Hmm. All right. Is this like a club or a bar?
It
Is there a
is
line to get in?
it's a from the outside it looks like it should be a club. But there is no line, there's not even a bouncer. And after like looking through the door after somebody walks through it, you see that it's the inside looks more like a dive bar.
Hmm.
So like it even has like a nice neon sign out front advertising its name and like cold beer. But like as soon as you look through the open door as it swings open and closed, it looks like a really dark dive bar. Like it looks like a club got turned into a dive bar and they just got rid of the entire dance floor. Like like they just shrunk a club down into a dive bar.
Hmm. All right. Yeah. So no, I find somewhere around the corner and just kind of keep an eye out and wait for my friend Ryan to arrive.
Oh, we're friends.
All right, so Ryan wouldn't be too far behind you. It's not like he went across the city or anything. How would Ryan show up on the scene? Because I don't think he would see Corey immediately.
Well, being a well-to-do gentleman, I would stride confidently into the bar and go straight up to the bar top and maybe order a drink. Well, casual, but also not too casual.
All right. So it's just up to it's right in over to the bar. You see, it's kind of a like it has music in the background, but it's nothing too loud or thumping. So while you can still hear yourself think, it's not like speaking in a normal voice is going to be the loudest thing in the room. Uh, you're new here. Who are you?
What's it to you? I'm just a paying customer, friend.
Just it's kind of a small place nowadays. Don't get too many customers.
Just in the area. Get a drink. Place seemed nice enough.
Yeah, what do you want? We got a bunch of American stuff.
I'll just take whatever's cheapest.
All right. Well, good you came here. Like I said, American stuff.
Round shekels.
And he grabs like just he just grabs like just a bottle of beer from under the
A bush light.
yeah, he just grabs a fucking bush light and just fucking puts it over to you. Just like our Guinness tap broke a while ago, and so this is all we got.
Works for me. No, I'm slide over the money in cash.
All right, get a seat or something.
Keep the
He just goes back
change.
he just takes the cash and goes back to fixing up just cleaning out glasses, stuff like that. You know, good old idle animations for bartenders. So I'm gonna say Corey probably saw Ryan walk in.
Cool. Um. Hmm. This Goonzer, fellas. Is this guy a big guy? This guy.
Oh, are you
Might
walking
be
in?
No, I'm looking at the dossier. I'm trying to
Okay.
like look for what to expect out of this individual's experience. I see 1.88 meters. I'm like, is this a big gentleman?
Probably, yeah.
1.8 meters is roughly. I think it's about
I don't
six
do.
something.
I don't do meters,
Eh,
unfortunately. I send Ryan a text that is along the lines of what the fuck are you doing? And then I walk in.
It's 5'9". He's not very tall.
5'9". He's not very tall. All right.
He's 2 inches shorter than Felix. Actually,
Yeah, so I also
you're good. Good. Keep
All
going.
right, okay. You walk in and you see Ryan. It's pretty easy to see Ryan. I feel like with how Nate talks about this character, Ryan's the kind of character who thinks that they're playing like that they are playing up a character for like subterfuge purposes, but then really they're just like probably making a fool out of themselves.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to get your attention on Ryan. It's hard to even attempt to say that he's trying to hide.
If you try to hide, you're just gonna make people more aware of your existence. If you just keep on doing what you do, no one's gonna bat an eye.
Yeah, so I walk in and I just look at the bartender. I'm like, "Can I go to the bathroom?"
Yeah, around the bar, back door. Go ahead.
Appreciate it. If you could pour me something, just tall beer.
Nah, I got you. Reaches
Thank
under
you.
the bar, just like kind of holds
Um,
up another fucking bush light, just puts it on the bar.
Corey is sorely disappointed. And as he's walking through, I'm gonna try and get a beat on this guy. I wanna see if I can see this guy.
Walking through, you see this guy, like, he's fucking built. Like, but, like, when walking through, because there's not too many people there, and most of them are, normal Euro German built kind of people, not too small, not too big, usually leaning towards more the skinny side. This dude looks like you just walked up to a fucking Marine. All right, like he's sitting in like a gray business suit, but that shit is probably a size too small because you can see the outline of this motherfucker's muscles that just plug these sleeves. He's just sitting
Jesus
there
Christ.
with a fucking old fashioned in front of him, just staring into it. You see, like there's like three other extra glasses pushed over to the side, so he's in his cups a bit.
Cool. Yeah, so I go into the bathroom, and I basically just sit in there for like a minute and a half. Probably look at my phone, play a little fucking game. And then I go back out to get my beer.
All right.
Beer.
And so, Felix,
Yes.
when you get to the church, what are you doing? Are you just dropping the stuff off and leaving, or are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna just find the lady who wants it, tell her here's the first half of the job, and go and make sure the other two are not dead yet.
Okay, I'll say if you're planning on just immediately leaving, I'm not gonna do any interaction with it. So,
Like
yeah.
my whole purpose was to drop it off so it didn't get destroyed, and that's what I was going to tell her. Was I brought it here first. I was sent to bring it so it didn't get broken.
All right.
And then yeah.
All right. Yeah, fuck it. All right, that's everything that needs to happen with that. So I'll just wait for the second for you to. I'll figure out the time frame for when you get back there, when you get to the bar. Now,
If anything, in the time passing, I would like to ask the bartender if I could get a like a big mug for my drinks.
A giant
uh,
stein.
Yeah.
yeah, I think I have something. Sure. Uh, yeah, our stock's a bit weird nowadays. We get a lot of American stuff because it's cheaper, and it's, shit. Sorry, I should not have. I'm covering for a friend, and
Mm, you're all good, pal. I really truly just need a tall glass of something.
yeah,
Um,
no, I should not have fucking done that rail. I didn't think I was working tonight. And he just goes over it and he grabs one of those like big mugs, like the big glass mugs, whatever they're actually called. It's not a Stein. It's just
Pint?
yeah, it's not a pint glass either, because it's the tall ones, but with the actual like whole like big ass handle on it on the side of it.
that is exactly what I am asking for.
Glass
Yeah,
tankard.
kinda, I guess. So he just brings that over, and it's like, do you really want the
You're
beer? I mean, it's the only one. It's the only kind we got, but I can get you something better.
I just need you to fill this all the way up with something cheap, and then tell me exactly how much you would like as a tip.
Uh, okay. I mean, I don't know, $5. And he just pops open one of the lights, just fills it up and hands it to you.
Awesome. I pay him for everything, and I lay a 50 down on the table. I get up with my glass, and I look at him and tell him, "You're probably gonna want to go home. Call whoever and tell them that you're closing for the night. I'm gonna go piss this guy off." And I walk over to the gentleman that we are after.
He just looked over. It's like, oh shit. Oh, okay. You just see him like walk out the back door, and he's already pulling his phone out.
Cool. Very good. That's taken care of. I let Felix know. I text him. Like, I get up with my beer in one hand, my phone in the other, and I text Felix, and I let him know we'll probably be outside.
Oh, shit. All right. Yeah. Okay. What you doing?
I look at Ryan, and I need to know in his eyes. Did he hear what I just told the bartender?
Probably not.
No.
I don't think I even fucking checked my phone when you texted me.
Very good.
I might not even know you're there.
Jesus Christ.
Stuff's going down.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
I already know where this is going, and
It's going
I'm
down.
so
It's going
fucking
timber.
worried.
I apologize if you hear
Hey, man.
me doing any clicking.
I have mastered the art of escalation. We can always take it outside. So yeah, I give it like 5 more minutes.
All right. Okay.
And if Felix isn't there in 5 minutes, I'm gonna go sit at the sit at the table with this fine gentleman.
I'm gonna say Felix isn't gonna get there in 5 minutes. He's gonna take more like 20 minutes for him to get there.
Okay, perfectly fine. Yeah, so I go sit down with this gentleman at his table.
Oh, hi there. Are you new around here? Not a lot of patrons.
Yeah, no, I'm American. I came in this place because it's the only beer I know how to fucking recognize.
I mean, your German's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I took a course in high school back before education fell apart, and it
Uh,
helped.
that's great for you. Munich's a great choice for travel. I mean, the
I
Autobahn's
agree,
really,
it's incredible.
the Autobahn's really fun if you rent a good car for it.
Honestly, I'd love to know where I could rent a great car.
Oh yeah, I think I used to have a friend who kept bragging about he knew a guy who could get one of those good vintage American cars for a few days. I always wanted to try
Now
to
that
drive one.
sounds like a honestly kick-ass time.
Oh
Actually,
yeah.
what is your name, pal?
Gunther, how about you?
I'm Corey.
It's nice to meet you, Corey.
It's incredible to meet you, pal. Say, do you have a phone number that I could get a hold of?
Uh, it's-
I
sure.
just
Do you
don't have
need
too many pals in town. I just, you mentioned you know a couple guys.
Oh
Figure
yeah. If you need
connections.
if you want some recommendations on where to go, yes, of course I can help you out.
Oh, that sounds great.
Here, and he just he grabs a bar napkin and he's like patting down his jacket. It's like, here we are. He just pulls out a pen. It's like, I always need one at work, so just thought I'd keep one around. He just starts writing on the bar napkin.
Cool. I very not so accidentally smash my hand down on top of his fingers as he's writing.
You know, I'm going to.
I am so sorry, pal.
This is
No. Because now here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna need a strength plus brawl roll.
Yeah. Of course.
Because here's you can roll too well as
Yeah,
much as you can roll
absolutely.
too
Yeah,
bad.
I'm all about that.
All about
2
accidentally
successes.
obliterating this man's hand.
Yeah, 2 successes.
Okay, so this fucking hand really hurts. Like, shit.
I am so sorry, pal.
Oh,
Hold let me see if I can help you with that. And I reach into my coat, say, I keep these around, and I pull out I reach to pull out what is actually literally nothing, and then I splash my drink on his face.
Okay.
Fun cantina music stops.
What are you gonna do after? Like, what happens after the splashing the drink in his face?
I am moving to grab his coat.
Okay. Go ahead. Make a strength plus. Yeah, strength plus brawl, and if you have specialty and grapple, add the stuff for it. Let's see
Awesome.
here.
You have specialty in grapple. That's not a good thing to hear. Oh, shit's about to happen.
This guy's immediately gonna get a deterrent to his strength roll because he got fucking splashed in the face and his hand got smashed.
We fight cheap. We fight cheap. Superpowers are not an excuse to be a
I'm gonna be
decent
completely
person.
honest. I thought this was gonna fight when you said the line "I'm American," and I was just expecting a punch to follow.
I'm American.
Because, not gonna lie, that would have been the most American action. To say I'm American and just proceed to clobber the nearest dude.
Deck him in the face.
Some American shit right there.
Jesus.
But yeah, I rolled 4 successes.
Christ, all right. So you definitely, yeah, you. What's the goal of this grapple? Like, are you just
I just want to get him into like any kind of submission hold. I just want him held and unable to do anything about it.
You see this table? I want him to go through it. No.
okay? So because you wildly beat his roll, so what submission hold?
Mm,
Like, because
I
if you're
don't know.
grabbing at his
Front,
grabbing at his jacket, I can like
is there such thing as a front naked choke?
if you pulled him across the table,
Front naked
I could see like
There's such thing.
a guillotine choke or something.
Sure.
Maybe.
I want him in a submission.
Yeah, so like if you pull him across the table and get his head under your arm, which with that roll you definitely can, you could just lock him in a guillotine choke.
Pretty good. I like the sound of that.
All right,
You're
Jesus.
speaking my language.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna attempt to fight back. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll another strength plus
He can try all he wants.
brawl.
It's another 4 successes.
Ah, shit. Okay, so let's just make a long story short. What's your end goal with this choke?
Unconscious.
Yeah, well, yeah, it like
You go
he
further.
is drunk. He's already disoriented. You just pulled him across a fucking table. So by now, realistically, his die pool would be like 2. So we're just
Oh,
gonna give it
also,
to you.
I'm gonna reach in his mouth and trigger a gag reflex so he has puke on his chest.
Okay. Now that I will have you roll. I need to pull up the Vampire the Masquerade character sheet so I can see what's a good choice for this.
I just need him to look incredibly, horribly intoxicated.
Yeah, we're gonna say dexterity and brawl because this is still just some crazy shit, but you need to be accurate.
Yeah. Ooh, 1 success.
Well, he rolled 0, so you're good.
Very nice.
What's happening?
we can just end this here because there's no real way for him to win this. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
lord.
So he's definitely. I mean, with how you got him, he's also thrown up on you. So there's
Fine.
that. And he's unconscious. Yeah, he'd be unconscious. How
Cool.
would Ryan react to this happening?
This is all would we say this takes place in the amount of time that it would take in like D&D, like 12 seconds has passed?
I mean, like this initial thing up to him throwing up would be 12 seconds, but then he'd still be stuck in that chokehold for like a minute or two just to knock him out.
Huh. Neat. Just all over the goddamn place, bro.
I would probably react by kind of looking over, sighing, um, chugging down the rest of my drink. Not really liking the flavor of it, but swallowing it down anyway. Leaving the stool and approaching the now unconscious Duder.
Nate, what's Ryan's humanity?
8.
8. 8.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Nope. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna need from you a. I know there was a specific role for this, but I'm just looking at the sheet, thinking I'll just find my own. I'm gonna say. Fuck, what's a good role for this? Because you're obviously not trying to hide it. At least I'm just gonna say a straight. Actually, here, stamina plus composure. Let's
What?
do that. That role, stamina plus composure.
For what?
You'll see.
Okay. I was like, is it because I drank? Because I have the eat food advantage.
Oh, you do? Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one
Okay.
of my things.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, and iron golems. I'm very robust.
Yeah. All right. So okay. I'll say Jesus Christ. Okay. Are you guys waiting for Felix to get there, or once this guy's unconscious, what are you doing?
I told him we'd probably be outside, so I'm walking this guy up and outside.
All right. Are you waiting outside or are you just leaving?
I'm waiting outside. I'll make it look like I'm making a phone call or something.
All right.
Just propping this guy up. He's horribly intoxicated. I'm very worried about him.
Okay. After a few minutes, Felix finally gets there, and Felix sees Corey standing outside, pretending like with his phone out, trying to make a call. With this just fucking unit of a dude, like just leaned up against him, and Ryan's probably out there too, just probably just like looking over at this shit. I don't know what.
I'm an observer.
Huh. Well, probably
Oh,
seeing
as soon as
this.
Felix gets here, I put my phone away. Heyo.
Hey,
You got how
what's
long
up?
of a walk is this?
How long of a
Probably
walk is
about
this?
I'm gonna say
I'm
15
asking
minute walk.
15 minutes?
15-minute walk. Hmm.
Aren't- Were we supposed to kill him? I thought.
Oh no. We just needed him incapacitated. Yeah, I mean, well, maybe he needs to die. Either way, I've got him. He's got.
Okay. I guess I'll lead the way back.
That sounds good. Keep your dog on alert.
I'm gonna look to Blue and just say, uh, go ahead and make sure we don't run into anyone. Just kind of lead us 30 or so feet ahead.
Yeah, dog. I mean, yeah, it's your dog.
Yeah,
He's gonna
it's my
do
dog.
that.
He does exactly what I tell him to do.
Yeah,
So,
he's gonna do that.
so he leads the way, and we follow at a distance.
All right. Is Corey still the one carrying this man?
Yeah, it's less complicated that way.
I'm gonna say Corey, charisma plus subterfuge.
Okay.
I think I'm not doing this because I don't have one of those.
I only has one of those. It's okay.
I've
So
got charisma
I don't have charisma.
and subterfuge.
I have
a
subterfuge. I don't have
success.
charisma.
Fuck it, that's good enough. It's the guy has throw up on him, and you're coming from a place with bars, so it's not like that's too weird a sight.
I might not tell a good story, but I make a good story.
Mm. All right. So as you guys approach, after about 15 minutes, as you guys approach, actually you're toting around a knocked out fucking body, so it's more like 20 minutes. And you
Yeah.
guys approach the Gothic church once more. Some ghouls come
Boogie
out of the front
boogie,
door.
open.
Some ghouls come out of the front door while you guys are still a little bit down the sidewalk, and they come over, and like two of them grab this guy, and it's like one of them's just, come on in. We have a little spot for you guys to rest. And they take this guy in. So when you guys enter the goth, like the church, like just one of the ghouls is like, come down to the basement at 1. You can do whatever you need right now. There's a bathroom there's a bathroom in the back. And I think they have those weird little fucking church wafers somewhere in the back too. So I don't know. Is there any
What
ghouls
the
with you?
No.
Yeah, then you have no reason for that. Yeah, there's not much up here, but there's a bathroom and you can sit around. We, it's
I
we only
need
got
I
one.
need another shirt.
All right, big guy. I think we got someone about your size. You like white button ups?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Nice and fancy. Fancy night.
yeah, right. I'll get that for you. Let's see here. So other than that, you guys are just chilling out.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find a nice corner to sit in with the dog, and at some point I am going to make a double check on the pistol I am carrying to make sure that it is loaded and good to go.
I'm just going to help make sure that this guy is properly restrained.
Oh no, they grabbed the guy.
They
Oh,
took the
yeah.
guy off. They already dragged
Yeah.
him somewhere, so we were just sitting in the room. So I'm in the corner.
But did they cuff his legs as well as his arms?
I mean, there's like 3 guys on him, and you don't see him now, so you don't really have to. It's not really something you can figure out.
He escaped under
He's
watch.
Gone. He's gone.
My
He's
God.
gone forever. We've lost him. Shit.
What are we going to do
Alright.
now?
Yeah, so I'm sitting in a corner, talking to Blue and making sure my pistol is good to go still.
All right. When it turns to 1 o'clock, you see one of the doors down to the basement is opened up by a ghoul, and he's just like, "They're ready for you."
Hey, party time.
Yeah, just go down through that dining hall into this marble chamber. You can't miss it. The door's open.
As I get up, I'm just gonna say to Blue, stay close. Walk over.
Why don't you leave the dog up here? We don't really care about a mess. Just we don't want it down there.
I'm gonna pause for a second. Kind of look, just turn to Blue. Kind of gesture for him to go sit off where we were.
My
Yeah,
hands in my
the
coat
dog-
pockets and Very casually walk down the stairs. Look serious, but don't look too serious.
Just
All right.
look serious, but don't look too serious. I'm a dude in a hoodie.
Corey is wearing jeans and a white button-up belt.
I mean, that is a good fit usually.
Oh dear God!
He's just a wide lad.
What a motley crew we have here.
All right.
All right, Shaggy, leave Scooby behind.
LaMail.
Like, man, I'm really not a fan of this.
Like,
Like, I had to leave Scoob. All right, let's continue.
All right. So, you guys go down, and after going through that dining hall once more, you find yourselves in this very large marble room with a circular pool in the center. The entire room is lit by candlelight, and the water looks almost pure black.
Romantic.
Gross.
The floors, the walls, the ceiling are glowing in some bronze light, and there is this pungent smell of herbs and things of that nature. Sorry. You see Mother Anja and Mora stand like next to the pool, watching the door, waiting for you guys. You see Mora, well, actually both of them are completely fucking naked. And Mora, like, just like covered in this thin film of dirt, is just holding the Venetian jar in her hands.
I'm
And
gonna
she
say
just looks at you.
the moment Felix sees them, he like pauses for like half a second, just kind of caught off guard, and then his eyes just go straight down.
She just looks at you guys and just stand in the circle around the pool, please.
Ryan whispers prude in Felix's ear.
He doesn't respond.
magic circle, you got it.
When you all get in the circle, Mora opens up the jar and she bites her own wrist. And then she just lets the blood drip into this jar. And she just looks at all of you before handing the jar over to Anja and just, please do the same when it gets to you. So, are you?
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask before it gets to me.
I'm a Tremere. We do blood rituals.
What are we
this is my
doing
first.
exactly?
We're bringing back one of the most important Hecata to have lived.
Yeah, all right. I'll put my name on that.
And just as another comment, and we're the ones who need to be a part of this.
We hired you. Now take off your clothes. That's a fucking t-shirt right there. We hired you. Now take off your clothes.
There is no me. Take off your clothes. Obama rises from the pool.
Ryan's just gonna casually take off his clothing and then fold it all nice and clean.
And she just looks over at Felix. It's just like, if you want, you can probably keep your undergarments.
No. Dick's out for the Hecata.
Felix hesitates and slowly strips to just underwear.
Come on, pal. You might as well go all in. It's not every day you get to participate in some kind of blood ritual.
He doesn't respond. He just stares down.
You see,
He's clearly uncomfortable.
Mother Anja just looks at you guys and just snaps her fingers, and two ghouls drag over Gunther Hildebrand, and you actually see he now has a large slit across his throat. It seems that they needed to finish him off before the ceremony started. And
I kind of look at Corey like I thought, like in a way of like I asked you if we had to kill him and you didn't, and you said no.
Listen. It's just I didn't feel like killing him.
and
Gee, that wasn't there last time I
looks
checked.
over. Mother Anja looks over at the three of you. We can't have the ghouls get into the pool. Can you please get the body into the center for us?
Look at Corey again.
Ooh,
As my
that's a
scrawny
weird
ass self.
ass.
I'm a medical student. I've handled cadavers before. So I'll just
You do that. Yeah.
walk
you
over
got-
there and my naked self, grab this corpse.
This is such a strange thing. This is so weird.
I will say this is the weirdest thing I've ever done, but at least I'm getting paid for it.
Well, we're all going to have to hold the body when it's in there, but somebody's going to have to get it there. It can't be a ghoul, or it's going to fuck up the I guess you can call it a sacrifice. No, it's just a
Listen.
ceremony.
Listen, babes, you're way older and probably stronger than any of us. You've got that.
No, I'm. And you see, Anja's just like, yes, I am old. I'm too old for bullshit. We're all going to be holding the body in the water anyway.
Felix is still staring at the ground.
Oh well, then. Oh man, then it's just more convenient if you, the older, more experienced, and totally professional individual, hold this body first.
Come on, Corey, stop making it weird. We all gotta touch the corpse eventually.
Anja just goes over to help Ryan move the body into the water.
Felix has not moved.
And when you two move the body into the middle of the pool, she just looks at the rest. Mora walks down into the pool as well, and she just looks at at the other two. Can you please come down here so we can continue?
Felix slowly follows. He refuses to make eye contact with anyone, though.
Corey?
Yeah,
Come on,
no.
Felix.
And he goes.
It's not a sex
All right.
thing. And now look, Mother Anja, it's not a sex thing, right?
Not this one, but I mean, if you wanted, Mora's kind of fucking weird behind the doors.
If Felix had the ability to blush from all of this due to his awkwardness, he would be bright red.
Is it? Wait, do you want it to be a sex thing?
Felix does not say anything because clearly he's uncomfortable. He is extremely uncomfortable.
Ryan while this is being said, like, because I mean, no, it's not a sex thing, but we could arrange something. I mean,
Oh,
you could
no,
do
no.
this
I
for
would like
us.
you to finish whatever the fuck it is you are about to before you discuss this in front of me, you wicked witch bitch.
I'm also gonna
Ryan
throw this
just
out there.
died. He's like, just think of it as a team building exercise.
So I just had the realization that we hadn't had the channel set to mature content yet. So I just did that, by the way. So you're welcome.
I fucking knew it'd be hilarious to keep just working off of that. It's like, okay, yes, of course. Mora, do the thing. Do the thing. So as all you guys like stand around this body holding it up, it's like because the water's doing most of the work, but it's kind of just like basically on the tips of your fingers at this point. Mora just holding the body with one hand and the other hand holding up the Venetian jar. She just raises it up towards like this sigil that's inscribed on the ceiling above. I am the end and the beginning. We reach beyond the veil. We cast our net into the seas of the underworld. We plead for the tempest to deliver us, one who is lost. We ask for Constancia, priestess of bones and child of Japheth. We demand her freedom. We demand her memory For we are Hecata. We are the beginning and the end. We remain. We remain. We remain. And you see Anja standing next to Mora, looks to the coterie, and like she kind of just slowly nods her head while slowly also saying, "We remain."
Ah, bueno, join in.
Yeah, I'll do it in kind of like a sing-song fashion, like I'm trying to be a Gregorian monk. I'm just having fun with this because this shit is just so fucking wild. I saw Corey blast an old dude's face off using a lead pipe and a sun grenade earlier this night. Nothing's phasing me at this point.
Felix quietly joins in after a few seconds.
All right. Well, Mora then very quickly brings her other hand up towards the sigil and almost like she's grabbing at something that's not there. And then she slams the flat of her hand into the Hildebrand's chest, like just above his heart. And then she takes the jar and just pours the blood right into his mouth.
Ah,
And just a shriek, just a disembodied scream just starts, just soft, like it just almost like it's just somewhere else, and then it just keeps getting louder and louder and louder until it is actually deafening, and the
But
candles, they burst brighter in their flames, and the body begins to spasm and gasp for air.
I feel like Felix would subconsciously pull away from it.
Okay, so the body is now like grabbing at anyone who is close enough for it to do so. So it's like grabbing at Ryan's and Corey's arms, even going over, even like trying to grab at like around Mother Anja's hips and things like that. And let's see, what's the order of events that this is supposed to happen? Good old reading things as fast as possible. So like he when he grabs at like Ryan's arm, it's like a fucking steel trap. Like this shit is the strength of an elder. Like something of your collective kind.
mm,
And then the screaming stops. And Anja just picks up a little bell from the edge of the pool and like just rings it. And a door opens and three just like completely fucking naked normal human beings just come out a side door and walk into the pool. Sorry, yeah, we're fucking booling in the pool. And the and this body of Hildebrand, like he just slowly kind of sits up and then just fucking launches himself into this trio of mortals, and it's just a fucking blender.
ah,
And when the three of them have finally been ripped apart, drunk and dry, and completely fucking slaughtered, the body of Gunther Hildebrandt, with whoever the fuck is inside, slowly drags itself to the edge of the pool. And while still half sitting in the pool and the upper torso kind of just hanging off the side, head descends onto the marble floor, and you watch as it falls asleep. Mother Anja simply gets out of the side of the pool, and with the click of her fingers, three um ghouls walk over with what looks to be black velvet robes for each of you. And she just says, "We'll put your clothes through a dryer if you'd like. but we just thought it'd be faster with the robes, as she seems to be just wrapping herself up in one as well.
That was actually terrible. Don't ever pay me to do anything like that again. The
Well,
murdering,
that's
fine. The money making, fine. That, not cool. No thanks.
well. As for your payment, I can. How did the how does the Camarilla call? What is Camarilla called again? A minor boon. Yeah, one of those. Each of you get one of those, and as long as you're in Munich, come stay a while if you'd like. We have places to sleep. We have somebody who can usually get blood if they have enough notice. Just things of that nature.
That's very much appreciated.
All right. Well, if you'd like to rest for the evening, you're welcome to. And I understand everyone's first ritual is a little jarring.
Yeah, no, I'm like an actual year old.
Oh, so young. Yes, I understand. Maybe with age your stomach will be a little bit more hardened.
Hmm.
You've seen history today. You have
Oh, I'm well aware. Like I said, I'm glad to put my name on this.
yes, you have had your hand in history this night. Have a nice time. I can't promise that we're not going to at least ask if you'd like to help in any more rituals, but there's always something else to do in Munich. So if anything comes up, I'll let you know. If you're lucky, it might not even be a ritual.
Would be lucky.
Hmm.
I'll take the robe and I'll go find a place to crash.
All right.
Felix quietly takes his robe and grabs his clothes and heads back upstairs.
So are you catching up with the ghouls who picked them up and then just like snatching it out of one of their hands?
Yeah, I'm collecting all of my stuff back.
I feel like Ryan
Felix is in a point of being so uncomfortable that he no longer knows how to interact with people in a matterly way.
I feel like Ryan's not even fucking phased either. It's just like
I'm a Tremere. This was my first blood ritual. This is kind of what we're about.
yeah.
So this is a learning
Right.
experience for me. I'm utterly fascinated by what I just witnessed. There's a little revulsion, but not too much. And I think I've come away from this whole situation having bettered myself in some way.
All right. Okay.
Ryan's on the up and up.
All right. So you guys are gonna have a few uh nights to chill. Now that means you guys will be open to do personal works. So like I'm gonna give it a week. We'll say it's a 7-day time frame. What would you guys probably do in a week of just there's not really much happening?
Well, Felix should probably either, for one, whenever he gets back to his haven, technically, which is the apartment he lives in with his roommate, he would talk to his roommate about things that have happened.
Okay,
Um,
permanently damaging your roommate, okay.
Well, no, he knows about the secret and everything. So,
I know. It's still permanently damaging.
well, he's my guy to talk to. But I would have talked to him at some point, and then probably just kind of lived how I had been before I got pulled back into
Oh,
this.
without a doubt, Corey texts Ryan, "You owe me $300,000."
Corey, what the fuck are you talking about?
I resolved most of that on our behalf, and you drained the account. I want $300,000, Mr. Rich Bitch.
Jesus Christ.
You've seen what I'll do. You know what I'm about.
Okay, we drained the entire account.
Oh yeah, I still
How
have the
much is that?
laptop.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got your cash back is the thing.
Yeah.
So,
Don't care.
so like, you, just because I would imagine you have a savings account and due to your family, you would probably be able to scrape up 300,000 without like going bankrupt.
Without going bankrupt. I'll
It's
give
like
him half of that.
I'm imagining Ryan lives a normal college student life of shit, I need ramen tonight. Even though he could probably be like, yo, I'm just gonna go out to eat because I don't want to eat like shit. So he could probably scrape that from a savings account, yeah.
Ooh.
I just imagine Ryan probably purposefully does the poor college kid life to save money.
Though now that I'm thinking about it too, because I just remembered the laptop thing, I might talk to my one friend, you know which one I'm talking about, and see if he could do anything with it.
All right. Okay.
Just saying I got a hold of it, not sure anything about it, and wanted to see what he would think and what he could do with it.
All right. Yeah, let me make a roll. Let's see this. What about you other two? What's going on there?
Do some school stuff.
Corey is preparing to commit arson.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Been in Munich for a week. Gonna burn down half the city.
Actually, all right, here's a better. Actually, I do
Corey
want
is
to
a
hear this.
certified menace.
I do want to hear this, but then I have some questions for you guys that might better flesh out what's happening during this week.
Yeah. No, I don't actually want to commit arson. I was kidding.
I know. I'm just wondering what would be like.
Oh,
All right, here. Quick time frame
I
change. Quick time.
was Rusk the guy I obliterated?
No, Rusk was not the one you murdered.
Rusk was yeah. So
Rusk
I'm
was
gonna
the
I'm
one
gonna
you
call
talked to.
Rusk. I'm gonna call Rusk's assistant. I have his number, and I'm gonna schedule a meeting for Rusk with Rusk like in a month. I'm just gonna be like, hey Rusk, I want to meet up in a month.
Okay. First of all, quick time frame change. It's not a week. It's 3 days. No.
Okay.
My decision still didn't change.
Yeah. Just this is more for when I ask the questions. Talking. It's just like, hi, who's this? Who's calling?
My name is Corey. I spoke with Mr. Rusk not so long ago, and I had a great time talking to him, and we're like-minded individuals, and I'd like to schedule a meeting with him.
Um, could you put in a name? I I can't really just make um
Corey
appointments out of nowhere.
Withers.
Okay. I can give the name and when you'd want that appointment. Call you back if it's possible.
That sounds incredible.
All right. When would you say?
Uh, Anytime within a month out.
Okay. I will get that to Mr. Rusk when possible, sir. Have a nice day.
You too.
Now, for those 3 days, what we have to worry about is feeding. So Munich's a pretty easy place for feeding for Ryan because the other two have specific things. So see here. Here's what we'll do. Cause what's everyone's hunger at right now?
1.
One.
Okay. So gonna need Felix to make a wits plus animal ken roll at difficulty 2.
What does that mean by when you say difficulty 2? Because I roll real dice.
It means you need two successful dice to pass.
Okay, and you said wits plus what?
Animal ken.
Ah, yes. I roll these dice. So I got a crit. So I got 2 success on one because I got a crit with it, and I got another success, and then I also have a bestial fail. Uh-oh. So I think
Now, Ryan would be pretty easy. You know what? We're still gonna have. So I'm gonna need a roll from Ryan. It's going to be. I'm gonna say wits plus medicine because it's the difficult part's not getting your hands on the blood.
Okay.
It's more
Wits plus medicine, so that's going to be 3 wits.
explaining
Medicine is
away
4.
why you need it. Yes.
So that's going to be 7. Okay.
All right. And now, is Corey planning on feeding in those 3 days?
Is Corey in the house?
I always feed.
Honestly, he will try and feed one night. He's just going to loosely find what looks like could be the territory of another kindred. Over the night.
7 successes.
All right. If you're patrolling for somebody else's territory, I'm gonna say wits plus streetwise, difficulty 3.
Cool. At difficulty 3, wits and streetwise. Okay. Bestial failure, baby.
Huh.
He diablerizes 5 people.
Oh. Okay.
Give me some fun, pal.
It's because I'm the problem with stat blocks in Vampire the Masquerade is that they usually prioritize special creatures over a few generic enemies.
Hmm?
So there's a mixture of that and also bestial failure. What would I do with a bestial failure?
Can we cut a break in this?
I think I know what's gonna happen. So you're looking around, and you're not even that hungry. It's just you gotta keep the beast down while it's there. So you're looking for something to eat. Now, while not the best to eat, they're still palpable. Thin bloods are a good way to keep yourself up without completely without burning too many bridges, so to say. And you find yourself in a nightclub. You find yourself in a nightclub that is so fucking loud. It is like TV show level, like, rave, everything is moving and, like, bright, but also dark for some reason because there's neon paint everywhere.
Right.
Everyone is drunk or high or a mixture of the two. Um, and you believe, well, your one of your abilities is being able to sniff out your specific resonance, so to say. So you know that you've just got your eyes on a thin blood, but they are in the middle of the fucking dance floor. And and this is the bestial failure part, it's almost like you just blink and you already have your hands around this guy's throat. Um, because this was just supposed to be a downtime thing, I'm not going to completely push you that way, but you've obviously just assaulted a man in the middle of the dance floor. Everyone is drunk or high, but there's gonna be someone who can notice that shit. Um, he's probably already yelling at you, probably not because he thinks you're gonna kill him, but because he thinks you're gonna beat the shit out of him. How's this going down?
I would honestly like. I blink. I'm there. Am I aware that I just fucked up? Do I feel it?
Yeah, because like even though it's like blink and you're there, you can also just feel like you can feel when the monster has kind of pushed its way to the surface. There's always that little bit of a
Got it.
loss of control when that happens.
But right now, I feel control, or I do
Yes,
not.
like this is like
Okay.
really because this was supposed to be a downtime thing. The bestial failure is more just like you have found yourself in this situation
A
now.
bad situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood. I think I would try and compel him. Just like elbow him in the chest real quick, just like, "Hey, yo, calm the fuck down."
All right, we're gonna need the rolls for this. So let's see here.
I got you.
Gonna casually strangle a man.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be on your end. That is a charisma plus dominate. Oh, I have
Yeah.
intelligence resolve. I mean, this guy. Intelligence plus resolve. What'd you make?
I got 3 successes.
So after a second of like just that wild fear in his eyes, his mouth just like shuts on itself. It's like as he just looks at you with bewildered eyes. It's like,
You're good, pal. I tripped into you. You're good.
so how are you gonna seal the deal on this?
Um, honestly, you know what? I'll try again with compel. I'll pull out a cigarette. It's like, "Here, bum one. I'll make it up to you."
Yeah, go ahead and roll again. Difficulty 2 because you already have your foot in the door, so I'm just not gonna roll against.
That is 2 successes.
All right. So
One of
and
them was
plan
a crit.
is yeah. So it's more like 3, 4 success. Yeah, it's like 3
Ah,
successes. So you're trying to get him outside with the cigarette.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's I mean yeah, it's pretty easy. He just like yeah, sure, sure. It takes the cigarette and he begins kind of just like almost stumbling towards the back door.
Hmm,
So when he gets out there, I'm just guessing out, pull him behind a dumpster, rip him open.
pretty much.
Okay, we
Snack
don't need
pack.
yeah, we don't need rolls for that. Um now, I do like Ryan and Felix have a permanent personal place to stay. Corey, lodgings.
Ah,
What's happening?
shit. I
You can go the
I can
hobo
go back
route.
to the church.
Yeah, you can go to the church. You can go the hobo route. I mean, you got like 2 other people who offered their couches.
I text Ryan. I'll murder you. Give me a place to sleep.
No.
I'll murder you. Give me a place to sleep.
That wasn't the two people I was talking about, but that also works.
Doesn't matter.
No, because that works. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It fucking works. What's Ryan's? What the fuck is Ryan gonna do about this?
Well, it doesn't seem like a good idea to congregate. So, no. So I'm with somebody else. I have a small student apartment, and we aren't sleeping in the same bed. I sure the hell ain't giving up mine.
So you're a student. I text back immediately and look up all the campuses.
You already knew that.
You will regret making me find this if you do not tell me. And I also I start walking towards the church.
Okay.
He went through that he's screwing with Ryan.
Yeah.
Christ.
Corey is a certified menace to society.
Yeah, I attend the University of Stick It Up Your Ass.
Hey man, I've got this pipe.
That's my pipe. We need to negotiate custody.
Then you might want to tell me not to stick things up my ass, pal.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I crashed at the church.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, fucking. I lost my shit there for a second.
Tell me where you live.
No!
I'll fucking kill you.
I need some water. I need some water.
I need to attach, like, proper grip to that pipe so it's easier to use as a bat.
I will buy grip tape on my way to your apartment.
Put a bayonet on that shit.
You put a wooden stake at the end. I think that's what you're thinking of.
Okay. So, on the third night, well, on the third day, actually, because this would be when you're sleeping, three of you
Jesus resurrected.
have
So
a
I had to do
nightmare.
it. Oh,
Well,
good.
Pervasive cold numbs your limbs. In the dark, you pass through a snowy park and approach a gazebo-like structure that appears Chinese in inspiration. Footfalls on snow make chomping sounds as you reach the first of 5 stories. You climb a spiral staircase to the upper levels and pass open air balconies. One built on top of the other to form a tower. Each step brings you closer to your intended prey. The smell of flesh and blood assaults your nostrils as he finally comes into view.
Is it
A
different
wealthy
for each of
man.
us? Or is it the same for all of us? Because
It's the same.
I don't hunt people.
It's the same.
Damn it.
A wealthy man with sandy blonde hair wearing a long wool coat leans against the balcony.
Huh?
He takes a long drag from a cigarette while he scrolls through a newsfeed on his phone. From surprise, you strike, snatching one hand and twisting it hard. Bones and sinews snap as he yells in pain, drops his phone, and reels in horror. Before he realizes the true danger, his own shadow snakes around his throat, waistline in free hand. He struggles against your attack, but lacks the immortal strength of such a being as you. Your fangs extend and you bite hard into his throat. You gorge yourself on hot blood. As the man's heart slows, he goes limp. He's powerless to stop you as you use the shadows to pull stretching flesh and bone. You tear a single arm from its socket, thrilling in the sound of ripping flesh and wrenching muscles. With his one arm in your hand, you toss the corpse from the tower and smile when it lands in the snow with a crunchy thud.
Is that the snow crunching or the bones crunching? Yes.
Both.
We're going to do this with Felix first. You wake up to your door being kicked open.
Dear
You see
God.
about 3 men in suits immediately walk through this busted open door. You see probably you can clock maybe around 4 more behind this original
My
3.
hand is on a gun right now, but it's out of sight.
All of these guys that you're able to clock are all holding pistols, and the one in the front has a fucking lever action shotgun. And they you see one of the 2 guys outside your room just kind of walks past the other 3, goes into your roommate's room, and just starts looking around and just hear empty. And just this dude with the shotgun walks up to you while you're lying in your bed. And he just says, "The sheriff would like to see you."
Seems to be the problem, officer.
Why?
You know what? No, I'm not paid enough for that.
Can I have 5 minutes to get ready?
You can put your fucking pants on.
Alright. And I'm gonna slowly get up, not pulling the gun out from its hiding place, but slowly get dressed and put on my hood and get ready.
All right.
I'm
No, come
assuming
on.
too, I would be in a cold sweat from the nightmare anyways.
Yeah. You see, so yeah, for right now, you only see about the 5 guys right now.
It's not people to
And
open a burger shop.
armed.
Say that again, that last part.
They are all armed.
Yes, and my hood would have the gun I would have grabbed would be the UMP. The hoodie would just have the pistol in it at all times, so I would just have that there, but I'm not pulling it out. And I'm just gonna
Alright.
put my hands in my pocket and hold my head down a little bit, and I'm going to tell Blue to stay in the apartment.
All right. He just kind of looks at you, just like, I thought we were gonna have to stake you. All right, come on.
And quietly follow suit or follow behind.
When leaving your apartment, you say that there was actually 10 more guys waiting outside for you.
I'm gonna ask as we leave if they hurt my roommate in any kind of way.
It's
Or was he there?
he wasn't there.
Okay.
Because, I mean, dude, if he was, they were totally gonna have to kill him. He's a masquerade breach.
Okay, I guess I probably would have asked just was he there, and if he was, did they do anything to him? But they wouldn't know that he knows anything. But
All right. Then Ryan. Oh, also Felix, you're promptly shoved into the back of a black sedan. Ryan, you hear a knock at your door.
what does he
Who
get the
could
nice?
it be knocking at my door? Who could it be now? Just kind of walking over to
I
the
have
door.
I have a quick question though. Is my door broken?
Probably, yeah.
Damn it, I'm gonna have to fix that.
I'll throw on some clothes quickly and walk over to the door, look over to the little eye hole.
You just see this one guy in like just business wear, like basically just a like a suit, and he's just kind of standing there, hands held behind his back. It's like, "Hi, is this Ryan?"
May I ask who you are?
Oh, just a representative with the lawyers your parents employ. I need to speak to you.
I know each and every one of my parents' lawyers, and this guy isn't one of them.
He just very slowly dips his head and is just like, "What? Do you say that?"
I say that, but then I amend it with probably saying something like, "But I'll come anyway, because I'm in no position to refuse."
Hmm.
I'm used to people randomly showing up at my place now, and whenever it is, it's some kind of vampire bullshit.
You just hear muffled behind the door as he just looks over to someone you can't see through the peephole. And it's like, I told you it was going to be a bad idea to make a ruckus in fucking college dorms. Well, supposedly the kid's smart. If he opens the damn door, this will be easy.
Yeah, I'll make sure. I'll just put my knife aside on the table next to me that I got from Logan in the first session, and I am going to open the door and back up, and I'll have my hands up.
Great, I need you to come with us.
I'll go along willingly.
Perfect.
I'm not a brawn person.
That's good. The sheriff would like to see you, and it's always annoying when you have to actually arrest one of our kind.
Well, let's not keep him waiting then.
All right. Now, you're also put into one of these cars as well. Then Corey,
Mm.
your attention is brought to Mother Anja. The muffled sound of Mother Anja yelling at somebody. Get the fuck out of my church! What are you even doing here? We have an agreement. Get the. Why would you be here? And then, while her voice slowly gets closer and closer to your almost dormitory like room, you hear a knock.
Mm. Does my door have a peep?
Sadly, no, not this door.
Mm. I'm indecent. I'll give it a good run. I'll give it a good try.
So you're gonna
I'm just gonna pretend to be anyone other than the person they're looking for.
okay? It's just like, hi, can you open the door? The sheriff has asked us to check this church. We're trying to get in contact with someone.
Does this like room I'm in have a window?
Plate glass.
Plate glass.
Yeah, so actually, it'd probably be stained plate glass. Definitely
So
not
it's
the kind of
pretty too.
window. Yeah, just definitely not the kind of window expected to be opened.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't even concerned with opening it. I can go through it. I don't really care. Um. Yeah, I open the door.
Just the guy I was looking for, and just Anja's like basically just staring at this guy, and she looks at him. You don't need to say anything, all right, Corey. They
Hey,
were just
babes, let me
leaving.
kill him.
I have half
Let
an idea
me.
what you do so, but he's a deputy. And he was just leaving, wasn't he? It's like,
Ooh, Major Boons, let me eat him.
well, sadly, I won't be leaving without Corey, was it?
Yeah, Corinthius.
All right. Okay. Yeah, the sheriff is requesting your presence.
I literally don't know or care who the hell that is. Justify it immediately.
Sheriff's the law, obviously, and if you don't want to see him,
Where?
we'll arrest you.
And under what authority? This is crazy talk.
Camarilla Authority, the only one that matters to our kind, at least in our right minds.
All right. I'll cooperate. This this time, I should at least meet the guy, I guess.
All right. And he just kind of looks over at Anja. What? You really working with Americans now? They're always so loud. And he just steps back for you to walk out.
So, Anja, real quick, because this asshole won't. How should I proceed? What do you think?
I don't know what the sheriff needs you for.
Doesn't
But
matter. Doesn't matter. What do you think I should do?
well, I saw about 7 cars outside, probably with more of these armed
Nice.
assholes.
Whoa.
And I think the sheriff's out there himself, which is problematic. He may not look like much. Well, he looks like something,
Wait,
but he is actually
excuse me? I
dangerous.
don't even have a shirt on. Tell that fucker to come here. Come on. He's out there? God.
She just
Ooh,
like
boots.
side eyes.
Shiny.
She just side eyes the guy who came to get you. And he just kind of
Boots. Mr. Shiny. Go and get your boss. I'm going to go put a shirt on. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to make sure I'm bright and shiny for the sheriff.
he just kind of looks at you for a second and just like, fuck it. You really want to deal with him? And he like takes out his phone while you do that.
Yeah.
All right. So after getting a shirt on and beginning to brush your teeth in like this sink that's like just in the wall of your little dormitory room, uh you just hear some boots kind of stomping down the hallway. And when you look out the door, you just see this tall Nosferatu dude dressed in black tack gear, and he has like a pistol on his leg. And just, my name is Roderick. I'm the sheriff. Why are you trying to make me arrest you?
I wanted to know exactly just how much I could push before I had to talk to someone in charge. Oh,
I really, really hate that style of thinking.
I hate bureaucracy. So, shortcuts. Whoopsie. Anyway, what do you want?
We're gonna go on a little ride, and then you're gonna meet someone who's very important. And then we're gonna see if I
Hmm.
have to fucking kill you.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. That's good.
All right.
Are we taking your car? Or do I get to steal one?
You'll be riding with my deputies.
Boots. All right. Whatever.
Perfect. And he just like this his pale face, like very annoyed. You see like the skin around his jaw droops a little, but like just the constant grimace he has on his face stretches this very loose skin that kind of hangs on his skull into like what looks very human. And the only really weird parts about his visage is just that he doesn't have a nose and his ears are pointed. And he just very slowly turns and starts walking back out to the front of the church.
Okay, so yeah, I'll follow.
All right.
I'll cooperate. I'm horribly outnumbered.
Now, as all the three of you are in these cars, you are all like passed over with like these metal detector wands and patted down. So so any weapons, metallic items, and electronic devices are immediately pulled off you. So that's phones, guns, knives. Can't think of anything else you guys have right now.
I only have a pistol and a phone.
Do they take my bottle of seltzer water?
Yes.
My bottle
Fuck.
of seltzer water.
It's like they just take it out and it's like I mean, you can why do you have this? Like it's not like you can drink it.
Sure, I can.
He drinks it.
Well, if you can fucking go ahead. We can't really let you walk around with this.
It's like when you're going through airport security, you have to drink your water before.
Yeah, it's just a few weeks ago we had a guy with a water bottle like this and like he put some powder in it and just fucking squeezed it on somebody's face and it melted. So
Yeah, I just downed the rest of it and hand it over. See, in real life I like drinking soda because it helps settle my stomach. But this guy drinks seltzer water because he has the ability to eat food. So he just kind of does that to settle himself.
yeah, all right. Now, Corey probably has the most stuff that gets confiscated.
Cell phone, knife, gun. That's all.
It's like, well, you were ready for something, weren't you?
I am literally always ready to kill somebody.
I don't know if
I've had a
that's
terrible couple
useful or
of days.
terrifying.
I don't know. Listen. There's a reason, I guess, that there are 7 cars worth of you asshats.
Yeah, no, it's the same for each of you. But
They said
I,
7 cars after Dog Boy.
well, yeah, I
Apparently,
thought
I'm
he'd run.
extremely dangerous.
Yeah, we thought he'd run. The guy's a fucking squirrel.
Uh, Okay.
There
I
was no
mean,
way to run. They caught me off guard.
it's not really. It's not really hard. It's not really easy to run when your legs are fucking Swiss cheese. So get 7 cars worth of guys, give them pistols instead of having one guy with a machine gun. You know, it's fucking terrifying. But I mean, sheriff only showed up to see you. Pretty sure he knows that you're the dangerous one. So yeah,
I am glad I got to talk to somebody important. No offense to you guys, but you can't tell me anything that I care about, really.
I'm gonna take offense to that.
You shouldn't. No. It's literally outside of your job description. You can't help it. You're not the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. You're just useless.
Shit.
That's also a T-shirt.
You're not the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. You're just useless. We need
He
to
just
write this
kind of
down.
looks down at the floor of the car. And he's just like, "Yeah, all right, okay, whatever." And he just puts he puts your shit into this duffel bag that's just on the floor next to his feet. And you all 3 of these cars with each of you in it drive up to a parking lot. Doors open, everyone gets out. And the sheriff just kind of gets out and he walks over to this white panel van with no windows. opens up the back, and then goes over the passenger seat. You see one of the guys from Felix's car hops out and gets into the driver's seat. And the guys who were patting you all down, they get out. They walk over to a different car entirely, toss the duffel bags in, and that car drives away.
I took my gun and my
And
phone.
everyone just stands there, just stands around, some of them looking at your guys' cars, with the, as you all just sit in these cars in this parking lot where this van with like the open doors is just waiting for you.
I don't want to go to a secondary location. We're not going to survive if we go to a secondary location.
I think I will snack pack any motherfucker who tries to kill me.
Felix right
So,
now is
that
bugging
said-
out, by the way. He's wide-eyed, eyes darting around, trying to keep his head low to look like he's keeping composure, but is definitely not.
Now, aren't
As you
white
guys-
vans like the most conspicuous vehicle?
As you guys sit in your 3 cars, one of you sees the sheriff just yell over at somebody, and he just walks over to Ryan's car and just like opens the door, just like, just get in the van.
Felix is tweaking right now.
Bro, just go.
Hands in my pocket, casually strides over to the white pedo van.
Yeah, and it goes over to Felix, opens the door. Van now.
Felix is gonna pause for a second and think over his options for a moment.
Just get in the. If you try to run, there's about like a dozen people ready to shoot you. Just get in the van.
There's a visual twitch on the side of his face as he gets out of this car and slowly makes his way to the van.
And then he goes over to Corey's car, just opens it. It's like, it's pretty obvious what's happening now.
Yeah, no, I was actually honestly just kind of gonna get out and walk over if you didn't come over in here and open the door. So thank you for coming and opening the door.
Yeah, right. Thanks for not making this a whole big fucking deal.
I normally love to, but first impressions are important. So,
Yeah, all right. Just go on ahead.
mhm, and I do.
And with you all, with all 3 of you in the van, the doors close, and there's this little like window up to the front, because the thing about this van is that it's obviously been retrofitted to completely separate the back from the front. So the sheriff just looks behind, sees you guys, and then just closes this little privacy window that like in this partition. So now it's just you guys in the back of this van, lit by a single like ceiling light, just sitting there as it begins driving away.
Felix is sitting there with his knees up against his chest and hands on the side of his head, freaking out. He looks like he's about to lose it any moment now.
Hey, kid, listen. If you go ballistic in here, I'll kill you before they can. So I'm gonna put my hands on you and your shoulders. Ready? Here we go. My hands are on you and your shoulders. Now breathe. Now.
He just mutters for a moment. You can't Felix isn't gonna say anything. He's not gonna be able to say actual words right now. It's just gonna be like
Yeah.
odd noises that are coming from his mouth and throat.
You part of me desperately wants to keep pushing this. But I don't think I will. And I sit back down.
He continues to whimper and mutter under his breath.
All right. Then the little privacy partition gets slid over, and you just hear Roderick speak to you guys. Her name is Ursula Eisenstadt. You may refer to her as Your Highness or Your or Prince Eisenstadt or Princess Eisenstadt. Don't be idiots. And slams the thing again.
I love a multiple choice question.
As he slams it, Felix is going to let out a small yelp, and then his head is going to drop between his knees, and he's going to start shaking.
Would it help if we gave you a Scooby snack?
He doesn't respond.
Princess Prince Eisenstadt. Ursula, important person.
I'm bad with names, so I'll just say Your Highness.
Right.
Then the van stops. The doors open. Well, like Roderick opens the door himself. And he's just like, get in the restaurant. When you look over, you see a restaurant simply named Hansel and Gretel.
This
Hansel
could
and
not be
Gretel.
more fucked, Roderick. What are you telling me? Are you going in there?
Yeah, you're going in there.
It's crazy. Are you serious?
Are you fucking with me?
I'm just like, that's literally called Hansel and Gretel. Come on.
Sure. Go.
I cannot believe this. This is like, and y'all are probably gonna bitch at me for like breaking some kind of fucking whatever. It's fine. I go in.
You too?
Felix is still tweaking in the back.
I'm gonna walk to the restaurant, but I'm gonna say something like, "Does that make her the witch?"
I swear to fuck. If you
Right.
say that to her, you're probably fucking dead. just okay. What about the fucking squirrel? Is he just gonna keep losing his mind? I need some people to drag him in.
You know,
He's not responding.
I tried giving him a pep talk. He didn't buy it.
I think you just have to carry him in your arms like a newborn babe.
Jesus fucking Christ. And you just see him wave like at one of the cars, and like four guys walk out and go over to the van and just like grab that shithead and bring him in with the rest. And he starts following Corey and Ryan. Felix, are you gonna fight these four guys?
He's going to struggle, but it's not going to be a necessary fight. It's just him tweaking and like freaking out.
Okay, so these four ghouls just basically like drag a scrambling Felix in as well. You see, like when you guys get in, Roderick just kind of points over to a back door. It's like back room.
Can I
And
order first?
fuck off. Go.
Okay. I go.
And when you get into the back room, you walk into this place with like it's pretty large. It's got some nice polished stone floors, marble tables, and on all the walls, these black and white drawings, like depicting all of these different like tales from Brothers Grimm stories.
Felix is taking in none of this.
And even though temperature's not very that special to you guys now that you're all dead, it's kind of cold in here.
Mm.
And just scattered around the room are some armed ghouls, all of them holding like full ass rifles. And you see sitting at one of the tables, this average height, average build woman dressed in like navy slacks, a silver blouse with like the sleeves cut off, and just some pretty sensible ass shoes. And it's like, oh, Joe, redhead. um, just like short, blunt cut, and on her left arm is just this sleeve tattoo of webs with a bunch of different like mythical and real winged creatures just stuck in it. And you see she just kind of sits back in a chair at one of these tables, and seated behind her at like just behind her really, um are two other people. One of them seems to be taking a bunch of notes, and the other one is just looking at you with a large gold, and he's kind of just like flipping a gold coin in his hand. And Prince Eisenstadt raises her head from some paperwork and just kind of like just dresses each of you guys down, just full on, just sizes each of you up.
It's not hard
And
to size me up.
she takes a hot second and just stares at Felix as he's still probably struggling against these four ghouls.
There's as I said before, his one of his eyes is visually twitching, and he is mumbling and whimpering under his breath, and is looks to be in a total panic.
Introduce yourselves, she just simply says to the three of you.
Hi, Your Highness, am Corinthius with us.
I didn't just say it to him.
Still muttering. He's not really taking in any words right now.
Your Highness, I'm Ryan Schultz, and this is Felix. Not sure if he even has a last name. Forgive him, he seems to be having some sort of mental breakdown right now.
And she just kind of sits back. You see she's like kind of playing around with like just sliding a folder back and forth on the table with one hand. Once upon a time, kindred ruled the land, seizing whatever they desired, fashioning their personal reality and killing who stood in their way. We are all blood gods. We were all blood gods. That was until 10 years ago. The Second Inquisition gutted this city. The few of us who survived, did so because of two things. Do you know what they are?
I'm gonna bet you're gonna say like secrecy and loyalty or some shit like that.
Hmm, that's a good guess. Caution and restraint.
Ah,
And
Word
she
I'm
opens.
gonna. I was gonna say
Go
this
ahead.
when they say restraint. There's a slight moment that Felix freezes up, and then continues on his little rambling.
She opens up the folder on her desk and turns it so you guys can see, and pushing it closer, you guys. She just says, "Therefore, I will not abide by acts like these." And when looking at the photos, you see a dead man dressed in a long wool coat, lying like a rag doll in red snow. He has a pretty deep gash running through his neck, as if someone tried to like fucking rip his head off. And his left arm is broken at the wrist. Also, he's missing his right arm. These are crime scene photos. They're pretty graphic. They were taken during the day, which is obvious from the picture itself. And I mean, it does seem familiar.
Felix is going to crumble to the ground at the sight of this, and his mumbling is going to get worse.
His name is
uh,
Stefan Schaumann, a public prosecutor. Someone killed him early this morning outside the Chinese Tower in English Garden. His arm was used to write this. And she shows she pushes over another photo with a Hecata symbol drawn in the blood, with blood like in the snow. You also see in the same photo Xiaomin's severed arm is there in its own little small pool of a melty red snow.
Oh, whoa, cool. This is not like I'm waving my hands over this. I'm talking with my hands a lot right now. I'm like, this is vile. Are you accusing us of this?
If I believed you did this, you'd already be stacked like cordwood and set on
Right,
fire.
right. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't in any kind of trouble there.
But
That's gr-
I'm gonna say at this
clearly,
point, there's a few times that they can hear the words from Felix, "It wasn't me, I didn't do it," and then goes back to incoherent mumbling, and it keeps coming up over and over again like he's on a broken record.
but clearly, this is one of yours at work or something. One of, I can't say one of yours. One of those you've, met today. I know you showed up I don't know, a few days ago, a few weeks ago, probably. The two of you have been fucking living here. This is this looks like the work of one of Hecata, or at least what someone wants me to think it is. So I'm officially making this your problem. You're gonna find out who did this and bring that person
insane bullshit.
or persons responsible to me. You will do this, and I will continue to believe that the Hecata and you are worthy guests within my city. Otherwise, I will take no chances. I will rid myself of the issue, and I will burn you three and every single Hecata in this city. I'm not taking my
Hey,
chances.
so just just so I can make something super clear. Can I just like, hey, Major Boone my way out of burning alive with this whole city and go home?
I would say yes. However, there's the problem of somebody's gonna have to deal with this. And from what I can remember, I think I just said that somebody was gonna be you three. So,
That's
Roderick is gonna
insane.
Roderick speaks with my voice. Now get the fuck out.
Can we at least get like badges or something deputized to smooth
Go.
over this whole situation? Okay.
Thanks a ton, Your Highness.
And Roderick just standing near the door is like, look, as you guys are walking out, it's like, okay, back to the van. We'll drive you guys back to where we were. Look, I'm sorry.
You were such an asshole that whole time, Roderick. I'm not even in trouble. You were literally such an asshole.
I mean, it's standard procedure, and
Right.
she's been
No, but
pissed.
that's shit talk. And being an
She's,
asshole is standard procedure?
oh yeah.
Crazy. Come on.
Yeah, no, look at you're American. Look at your police.
I know I have higher expectations, god damn it. That's why I left.
Look, it's just she's been pissed off ever since she became prince. All right, it's a whole thing. And really, when you start belting out to everyone, "Oh, you're going to see the prince," people get killed. So it's easier just drag someone to there, let them figure it out themselves. I don't know why she's pulling you into this. Probably because you were working with the Hecata when you showed up. So
I
But like,
will.
I mean, that's nonsense. You would think you would like bitch at someone who's important.
I'm going to assume that Felix got dragged back to the van by the same two girls because he's not moving on his own.
then yes, you are.
He's too far gone right now. He is in a different place.
Look, you'll get your shit when we get back to the parking lot, and you can do whatever the hell you need to do. Just please get this done. I do not have the energy to burn an entire clan out of this city.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's okay. You guys are brought back the um into the van, and you're driving. And I mean, it's like what's happening in the van? Because the guys who've been dragging around Felix would probably have just tossed him on the floor of the van, slammed the doors, and just you guys would have been off. So what's happening now with Felix still just losing his shit?
He would have, the moment he would have hit the van, like been in the van, he would have scurried to a corner and gone back to being in like a fetal position, freaking out. By this point, probably trying to make himself as small as possible and actually pulling his hood down to the point where it was far below his face. And he's still muttering under his breath. But by this point, too, he's probably getting a lot quieter because the brunt of it is over, and he's slowly bringing himself back at the sound of them not being in trouble in any kind of way.
All I know is we've got a mystery to solve, gang.
I hate bureaucracy.
And with that statement, we're just gonna go straight to we're just gonna fast forward through the rest of this shit. Basically, get to the parking lot, doors open. The car with the duffel bags is left in front of the doors of the van. And like the guys driving it, as well as the sheriff and the driver of this van, just get into other cars. And like the sheriff just looks over at you guys and just, bureaucracy's a bitch. Try not to get killed. And he gets in a car, and all of the armed men like drive away, leaving you guys still in the van, sitting right next to the car with your belongings in it.
Is the car with our belongings empty?
It's empty of people. There's
That's what I
duffel
meant.
bag there. Yeah.
I think Felix would, because he knows no one's around now, is going to quickly get to his feet and get to the van and get his stuff.
I stop Felix in his tracks.
I'm gonna go get my bottle. That's the
Felix
only
is
thing
going to make an attempt to get past him as fast and as acrobatic as possible.
I feel like maybe there should be some roles for this.
I am expecting such a thing, and that's why I'm describing this the way that I am.
How are you body blocking this, Joe?
Literally just a wide man. If I can get a grab, I turn it into another.
Okay. Tyler, dexterity plus dexterity plus athletics. Joe, strength plus brawl.
I have advantage on kindred brawls.
So that's an extra. That's an extra die.
6 successes.
Are you kidding me? I just rolled like the highest ever. It got freaking 5 successes. This is bullshit.
So how does Corey stop Felix from just scurrying away?
He's just like trying to scurry. It's just like pinch him in the doorway of the van somehow and then just keep him there.
So Corey's just standing at the like he probably got out off the van, but he's still just wide man standing out to block the doorway. Are you letting Ryan through?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
Felix
Felix,
right now too is like he is thrashing like an animal who's trying to get away.
So, because
listen to me, you mongrel.
Because what I'm trying to, are you trying to end? Are you trying to end this with a bear hug?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just Ryan's just watching as Felix and fucking Corey are just at it. Like Corey's just has Felix in a bear hug. What's the progression of this?
I'm just gonna bear hug Felix and scream at him. Pick your times to be useless.
Felix is not responding and is continuing trying to get away.
Yeah, I
Because
drop him. I let him go.
the only thought on his mind is to get his stuff and to go.
Yeah, I let him go.
Listen, Felix. If we don't Scooby-Doo this shit, I'm dead, Corey's dead, you're dead, your roommate's dead, your dog's dead. There's gonna be a lot of dead people if we don't find out who deaded this guy. So I say we put our collective 3 brain cells together and try to figure out this mystery, even though we've been given literally nothing except crime scene photographs.
I'm gonna say why he's saying this, and he does get a hold of his stuff. There is a period where while he's talking, Felix is like stopped shaking, and he's standing there at the door of the van, looking at the pistol that he's just got back, and he's just holding it in his hand and just staring at it. But it's out of sight of them because his back's to them, and he's just kind of standing there in silence for a moment. And then
So-
just kind of tucks it away as he finishes his statement, and is going to just start walking in one direction.
All right. Well, you've all got your phones back. So I gotta check some names. There we are. Corey, you get this when you check your phone, you get this text. Like it looks like you got it a few minutes ago, probably when you didn't have your phone, obviously. It's from Cindy. I'm gonna guess you probably have some kind of privacy notification thing set up. So you only
Yeah.
get to see the name, yeah, until you actually open your phone. So when you check your phone, you just see like Cindy just asking like, "Hey, have you been trying to call me in the middle of the night?"
I just shoot her a text back. I don't call anyone that late. Uh, is it a local number?
Uh, and you just get a text back. It always says unknown, but it's like it's just somebody breathing on the other end. I thought maybe you were trying to fuck with me.
Yeah, no, not a chance. That's gross. Uh, call the cops next time. Or me, actually.
All right. Now, and you guys can like easily try to talk to some of the people of the Hecata for information. And there's also just the thing of you know where this happened, and you kind of just been looped into having to figure this out. So,
So what's kind of funny is you mentioned that is I actually think that Felix, without thinking, would go to the place of the dream. Without thinking about it, he would just kind of wander there because
all right,
instincts.
all right. What about the other two?
I'm probably gonna go talk to Mother Witch Bitch.
All right, Ryan.
I am going home
Okay, that's fair.
because I am practically naked without a coat on. It's cold. There's snow on the ground.
That's fair. Yeah. So, when Felix gets to the Chinese tower, walking around, I mean, we'll just go like walking over to it. You see that the area's been cordoned off with police tape.
Is there anyone around?
Mm, not actually. Yeah, because they found the body in the morning, which means they'd still be there into the night. So there are, while it's like more of a skeleton crew, there are investigators around. Yeah.
And Felix is going to be keeping his distance and keeping to the shadows as best as possible. And kind of questioning himself why he came there while he's doing it, because he doesn't quite. I feel like, because the way I kind of Felix is kind of built, he wouldn't necessarily know why he would do something like this. He just kind of knows that he's there because his instinctual nature kind of told him to be there, type deal. So he's just gonna look around and see from a distance, try to put together why he would go there.
All right. Now, what, like, cuz this is a park. So there's even animals around. There's birds and stuff like that around as well. And like, what are you doing? Are you just doing the weirdo thing and just standing there and staring at it while you're like in your knees in snow or something? Or cuz from what I'm seeing is like you're in a fucking fugue state right now is what I'm hearing.
He would be blending in as best as possible. So like if he did stop to stand somewhere, it would be like partially obscured by like a tree or something, and just kind of watching, and then he would shift on to another spot to get like another view type deal.
All right. Well, the best you can see without like going past the police tape is you can definitely see the mound of like just the outline at least of a body
Mm-hmm.
in the snow, as well as like a really weird angle, but you can tell like the stuff in the pictures you is definitely there.
Do I smell anything out of the ordinary? Because I know that I would have something like that.
I don't think the things that would be considered out of the ordinary would have a smell.
I mean, like, we can smell our own kind, can't we? If I'm remembering correctly.
No, that's not how
No,
that discipline
that's not how
works.
it works. Never mind.
Oh.
Um, where I can see and what I've noticed is there people in the tower.
You see like two investigators like up in on the balcony from which this guy seemed to have been pushed from. Yes.
Okay. I am going to. I want to see if I can possibly find an animal that kind of lives around here and see if I can get answers and get more, possibly just ask like if they know anything,
All right.
because I have feral whispers and I can talk to them.
While going around, while like basically like hiding yourself with behind all these trees, you see what looks to be an owl hanging out on one of the branches.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm doing a real quick check real quick to make sure that I can actually do what I want to do. Yes, I can actually talk to them. So I probably have to roll for this, don't I?
Yep.
And it says I need to roll.
You're also gonna have to roll a rouse check for it.
Yeah. How do you roll a rouse check again? I'm gonna be reminded of
Hunger
this like
die.
100 times.
If you pass, then you don't get more hungry. If you fail, add hunger.
So I got a 6, which I think is a pass. Is that a
Yes.
yes? Okay. And then I need to roll either it's manipulation plus animalism or
Charisma plus animalism.
Charisma, which I am not going to do charisma because I am not good at that. I will do the manipulation. And I roll. I'm trying to do the math in my head. Yeah, 6 dice for this. All right, that is 5 successes, one of which it was 4, but one is a crit, so I think it counts as 5, right? Because a crit is 2 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's 5.
you're able to talk to this creature. What are you actually trying to say?
I'm going to look up at him and say, "You, uh, you seem to be one that would know something. Did you by chance witness the killing that happened here?"
A large shadow walked up the stairs, attacked the human, broke him.
Did you get any look at the shadow?
The
Details?
shadow, the shadow looked like another human.
Hmm. Is there... just trying to figure out what is exactly going on. Um, is there any more details on anything you can give me?
Anger. Anger. So much rage.
I see. Thank you. I'm going to kind of make my way back towards where my apartment is.
All right. So you're going home as well.
Yes.
All
And
right.
on the way, I'm probably going to just, casually catch something to snack on and then spend my time at home with Blue.
Okay. Now, I never asked this when we were making the characters. Does Wilson know Olivia?
Trying to remember who Wilson is. Yes. I think he would know her, not like personally, but he would have like met her probably once in like a freak situation where it just like I happened to they just I happened to be with one of them and the other one kind of showed up and they would have known each other before everything had happened.
All right. When you get back to your apartment, Wilson's there. You see he's like at the door. He's trying to screw in the hinges. It's like, "Hey, what happened?"
It's it's a long story.
Okay, well, does any part of that story include visiting Olivia?
No?
Well, she was just here asking about something.
What did she ask?
She said she thought you were the one who left them. Somebody left some stuff at her door. I left it in the kitchen.
I'm going to the kitchen. I'm
Yeah,
going straight to the kitchen.
you see on the counter, it's just a bouquet of dead and withered roses.
Is there a note or anything else?
No.
I'm gonna check my phone to see if she has messaged me anything
You have like 2 missed calls, and that's about it.
from her.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab the bouquet and I'm going to throw it out and I'm going to then call her while still in the alleyway where I threw it out.
All right. Just hey, I've been trying to call you. What happened?
Sorry, I was busy. Um, Wilson showed me what someone left on your porch. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, all right. I saw it I saw it this morning. I was wondering if maybe, you got him a little bit too early or something. Uh, it's fine. Maybe it was. I really don't know. It's fine. Don't worry about it. They just didn't leave a note. I was trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask if there's any kind of hints on anything, but um, yeah.
All right. Well, I kind of gotta like get up for work tomorrow. Like, what time is it? What are you? Shit. I'll I'll talk to you some other time. You want to get coffee sometime?
Sure. At some point, yeah. That sounds great.
Yeah, I can actually, get you in the sun so you don't look like a corpse anymore.
Um, well, we'll see. Um, Possibly even try, hang out an evening or something.
Sure.
Mornings are
All right.
usually busy.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, yeah. I'll talk to you. And kind of awkwardly hang up the phone.
All right. So is Ryan just turning in when he gets back home?
What day is it?
It's a Wednesday. We'll say it's a Wednesday.
Oh, it's a Wednesday night. Yeah, I should be somewhere right now. Probably, doing some classes, take some night classes myself, working in the lab, do
All right.
medical student, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I might be writing down my experiences from that blood ritual, so I can further reflect upon it at a later date.
All right. Now, Corey.
Yo.
So when you get back to the Hecate Temple, after just a quick like go around just to kind of get a head count, you know that Anja's there. You also know that Mora's there, and also whoever is inside Hildebrandt's body is there doing something. But you wanted to speak to Anja.
I sure did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to find her and just kind of walk up and ask, "Hey, Anja, I need you to tell me about blood magic and what the fuck that ritual was."
Oh, that ritual. It's simply just bring the soul of our priestess to an empty shell. That's about it. There's no real.
Okay, so but blood is magic, right?
Well, when harnessed correctly, yes.
Okay, so tell me, because I'm under the impression that I wasn't the only one who had a wicked ass dream. Did you have a wicked ass dream?
If we're talking about dreams, especially odd ones, that's more Mora's side of things. But if you
Doesn't
tell me
matter. Did you have
what's
one?
not me, I mean Mora told me that she had a vision recently.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna go talk to her. Thank you.
okay, all right.
And
And
I go for her.
going to see Mora, you see that she's simply like just sitting at this altar, like almost just like cleaning up what looks to be ash.
Hello.
Hmm. Hello there.
I heard you had a wicked ass dream.
Yes. Why do you
Tell me
ask?
about it. Because I had a wicked ass dream, and now I'm in trouble for having a wicked ass dream. So you're on a list of suspects.
What did you see?
Uh, dude dead, I was on an elevated position. I threw a hand. I don't know why I threw a hand.
Arm was ripped off?
Seems right.
I had the same vision you did. We seem to be connected. Them, thee, and me.
I was giving thought to who and why any of us might be connected, because happened to my idiot friends too. And the only thing I can think is that I threw my blood in a jar with you.
Well, when Mother Anja welcomed you into the clan of death, that was not just a social statement. We truly are, in a way, connected. That's one of the reasons why the Hecata is what we like to call a family. You would be considered by now a distant cousin for your part that you played. So, of course, you are welcome with us. We used our blood to reach into the underworld. It is not impossible when we rescued Constancia, that something else used the gateway as well.
That's fucking garbage.
Something that moves and acts as a kindred with full access to our particular gifts. Perhaps a specter possessed of burning rage, seeking to unleash its wrath on some soul or souls. A vendetta, maybe, born of some grudge. So you must find this victim, this Stefan, and learn everything you can about him. You find his crime, and you may yet find his adversary.
Damn it. Thank you.
And, like, before you walk away, she just holds a hand out. Please do understand. You truly are a part of the family now. And while it seems that that may only push the negatives of our dealings with the Camarilla, there are so many positives. And we truly are happy to have you be a part of this.
Don't make it a sex thing. Goodbye, Mora.
Don't make it a sex thing.
But
Goodbye.
yeah, she said we're
You
distant
just hear
cousins now.
You just hear Anja say in the background, it'll only be that if you want it to.
He goes to the crime scene.
Okay, before you do that, your
Yeah.
attention is drawn to Gunter's animated corpse. It seems to be surrounded with a bunch of books. You can speak to her if you want, but obviously that's just a choice. So
I think I'll wait on that.
okay, so the crime scene.
Yeah.
You venture out to the Chinese tower, and you find, well, the similar sight to what Felix saw. So the place is cordoned off with police tape. You see a few investigators there, except it is, because it's pretty late at night, it is simply a skeleton crew. While they're looking around and probably taking extra information, they're probably just there to sit on the corpse until somebody can actually pick it up. You see that most of the things you saw in your dream are the aftermath of that is still there. So
Mm. Yeah, no, I don't know what I can or could do here.
all right, that's fine. Let's see. Just checking some. I mean, you probably know Somebody who could. Hold on, actually, I gotta roll something for this. Actually, what the fuck is wrong with me? So when you get there, it's not actually when they're just sitting on the corpse waiting for it to be taken. It's when the corpse is being picked up. So you see the mortician's van is picking them up and things of that nature.
Hmm.
So I really don't know how viable Corey would see these things, but he still has favors with Anja. And I mean, he knows at least, I want to say, I'm looking at your relationship map right now to see if you have any. You know, one other person who would have access.
I just write down the name of the van, like whatever company that is.
All right. You write it down. Do you do anything else with the name other than write it down?
I text it to Ryan.
All right. You see, it's just Munich General Mortuaries.
Time to check this against the DMV records and all that kind of stuff. I imagine I'd probably be heading out to that like site where the murder took place as well.
All right.
Now that I've kind of like gotten dressed.
So Ryan, when you get this text, what's your, like, what are you doing with this now?
Send me information on a vehicle, correct?
No,
Probably.
it's just like the general, like, hey, by the way, this is the mortuary, and
Yeah.
like, this is who's taking the body.
Oh, okay. Then I think I'd see where that is, the address, and I'd see it, and I'd dress up in my lab coat. That kind of.
Googling the address of General Mortuaries, you see that it's actually separate from the police station. It's actually not even like on the same road.
So yeah, I kind of dress up in like my medical garb. There's some like gloves. I'm wearing some stupid goggles. I just like black lenses, just because I'm extra, and some of my gloves. And I head out towards that um mortuary, see if I can possibly infiltrate it.
All
Get a
right.
better look at the body.
So was Corey just watching the scene?
Yeah, because there's not a ton that he knows he can do in a situation like this.
That's fair. Just wanted to kind of get a guise of what's happening with that. And Felix is turning in for the time, isn't he?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
He probably would have sat down with Wilson and explained everything that had happened and apologized that it happened and apologized for anything that might happen as
Mhm.
well, because he's going to feel really bad if his friend gets caught up in this.
All right. Ryan, when you get to this building, what are you I would say it takes long enough that while walking to it, a mortuary van drives past you. Now, when you get there, what are you doing? Because you've worked at a hospital area, a hospital like place, a teaching hospital, morgues, they're probably going to be set up kind of similar to an ER, except for the whole autopsy area. So it's probably going to be front door, reception desk, into there through to said morgue. But there would probably also be some kind of like minuscule loading dock instead of a back door, so the vans can easily load bodies.
Probably going through the loading dock.
All right. So going over to the loading dock, you see that's opened up. You see there's one van has there's some guys moving a body bag from this van that's just stopped, and they just pop open the door, and you see the driver. He kind of looks over at you, And like, he kind of looks at you and just shrugs his shoulders, kind of looks away. I'm gonna roll for this because I can't really think of a reason why people other than those moving would be hanging around the loading dock. All right. So the place is actually pretty empty because other than those moving this body bag, it's just the driver. And I mean, he's just a driver. He's seen a white coat. That's probably all he needs to care about.
Infiltrate a morgue in a white coat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's a lab coat.
I'm both unsurprised and relatively impressed.
If you want to get into places, just look like you belong there.
Clearly.
I mean,
That's
from
legit how it works.
Yeah.
from a professional sense, I belong in like similar facilities.
It's too funny. Proceed.
So, do you just go through the loading dock doors?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can just fucking do that. It's pretty late at night, so I'm going to do here. This is what we're gonna. I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna have you make a charisma plus performance check, difficulty 3.
Okay.
And if you
So
pass
I
that,
have.
that's basically just you acting like you belong there enough that nobody gives enough of a shit because they just got a body.
Let's see. Well, I have a straight pool of 3 versus. Okay, so that's gonna be 3 versus 3. Can I use instead of performance? Can I use medicine? Since that's like I'm training like how to like move around like these spaces, how to like act during like these situations, and that kind of stuff beyond just kind of being taught that you point the needle in the arm.
You know what? Yeah, with this, yeah, definitely. Because I mean, it's a fucking morgue.
Okay. So let's do 7. 4 successes.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah, that passes the difficulty. Um, you get stopped once by like a nurse. It's like, hey, are you? Well, they're not really a nurse, but like they're not one of the morticians. They're like a secretary, probably. Yeah, that's a better word for it. Because why would a morgue need a nurse? It's like, hey, are you with that body? That one? It came from what? The China Tower?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. Well, we already have a mortician on it. Oh, are you shadowing him? Is that what's happening? Because you look too young.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, go on ahead. Go on ahead. Go.
Thank you.
And you enter behind the body of well of this dude of good old Stefan, and you see there's just this one mortician standing behind a table waiting for these two guys to get the body bag to basically just pull the body bag out from under the body. He like looks over to like, uh I'm sorry, young man, what are you doing here?
I'm here to shadow you.
Ah, you were sent by one of the colleges?
Yeah. It's a last
Ah,
minute thing. I'm not used to being up this late, but well, it's an experience.
I don't know why they wouldn't contact me. Fine. Do you have something to take notes? I'm trying to get back home as soon as possible. So
Yeah, clipboard right here.
okay, perfect. All right, yeah, just find somewhere outside of the splash. So actually, no. You need to wash your hands, get a mask, and everything. You're not going to be touching the body, but sanitation, and then just pick a corner and learn. I'm sorry, I'm not really set up for students right now.
I'll do that immediately.
All right. And I guess you're just gonna witness the autopsy of this guy. So
Why is this so easy for him?
He is an actual med student.
Yeah.
So I am actually learning things for my profession right now. It's a
It's
win-win situation.
what I think is funny is in both campaigns he's playing a character who can literally talk their way through anything.
Being a face character is fun.
All right. So you kind of just shadow this mortician as he does an autopsy on the body, and he like looks over. It's like, you're actually really lucky. This body was sent in by the police, so we're doing a full-on forensic autopsy now, which means I have to break out the tape recorder. So you just basically stand there and watching him cut open this body. You also listen to him talk about stuff like from the degradation of the tissues. I would say that they probably died maybe around 3-4 a.m. of the day of the night of the attack. uh Wrist is obviously very easily broken. The arm was ripped off somehow. A secondary autopsy will be done of the arm to see the wound on that end, and just things of that nature, basically. Um, and after, like, because I want to know, are you actually taking like student notes, or are you just writing down what he's saying into the tape recorder that has anything to do with Schmidt? Well, not
I'm
Schmidt.
writing down everything.
Stefan. There we go. I always want to call him Stefan Schmidt, but it's Stefan Schaumann. Okay.
Like
Uh,
both I might be like earmarking like the stuff that's like terribly relevant, but I am
can
very much in the mind space of like absorbing all the information I can, so I'm gonna take this seriously.
can you make an intelligence plus occult roll for me?
Okay. Have no thing in occult, but any difficulty there?
2.
Okay. 2 successes.
Between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. is like also known as like the classic witching hour, which is something. Um, Also just random information you get. Just victim is 39 years old. Uh, just pretty much that, because this is an autopsy. You're not getting a background check on him. So
We already know his identity, correct?
yeah, you know his name. You also know that, yeah, because the prince told you. You know that he's a prosecutor. So yeah, I mean, like, you also just get this one quick personal note from the mortician, just like, I mean, from looking at this guy, especially he has no ring on him. This guy probably looks kind of unremarkable. It kind of looks over at you. Just, doesn't this guy look like just everyday guy you see on the street or something?
I don't know, maybe I do mention like I look at the body closely and I might mention, oh, it's this guy. It's this prosecutor or whatever.
Ooh, prosecutor. Uh, you said Stefan. I know a few cops. I think I've heard this name before. The guy's, who would want to kill this guy? I mean, he lobbies against the companies that pollute places, like Endron, like that one. You know, the
Well, the
ones that live down
companies
the
would want to
shore.
kill him
I
first.
guess so, but I guess so. Yeah, I don't know what company could do this.
Shame, I've heard he's been doing a lot of good work.
Yeah, that's
Well, or at
sad.
least was.
You know, I'm pretty sure I heard the poor guy wasn't even married. This is It's nothing for this guy. And then he just dies like this. It's sad. It's real sad. And you see, he just walks over to the desk after the autopsy, to a desk after the autopsy. He pulls off the gloves, tosses them in the trash, and then he just immediately puts his hand in a McDonald's bag and pulls out some fries and just starts eating.
Never been big on the fries.
Come for food. You're around bodies all day. You have to find something to get
I don't know.
happiness in.
The burgers are surprisingly good.
Eh.
I mean, they're not restaurant burgers, but they've got their place.
One of the few places open at this time of night, so.
I've been to like McDonald's in Europe, and they're so much better than the ones.
Oh yeah. No, a McDonald's in Hawaii is great.
Yeah, I went to I've been to ones in France, Italy.
McDonald's in Hawaii just gives you like they just drop spam on you.
I love spam. I love spam musubi.
Yeah.
A couple of my friends in college were Hawaiian.
Yes.
I've actually like made it.
Yes. Spam is great.
They're just like talking shop about like fast food while like doing an autopsy on this guy.
All right. So after this autopsy, what's happening? Are you just leaving? You just chilling? What's
I will probably like stay around and see if there's anything else that needs to be done or that can be helped with. Before I'm taking my leave.
all right? It just like I mean like I said, I'm not really set up for any students right now. So the autopsy's done. You got your notes. Hopefully, I hope you learned something. Sorry. That you
I'll ask
learned
him if
something.
he wants like the notes forwarded to him or anything.
Oh no, it's fine. I have everything I need.
I'll
I'm
thank
gonna
him for
kind
the
of
learning experience and take my leave.
course. Have a nice night, young man.
You too. Stay safe out there on your way home or whatever.
All right. So, Corey, when it's time to call it a night, where do you go?
Um, I text Ryan. Hey, let me sleep at your house or I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's just the same thing every night.
I'll just say whatever, just so I can go over what I learned in person.
So when you say whatever, does that include an address?
No, I'm sure he'll find his way somehow.
Just whatever. It doesn't say anything else.
You know
Just
what?
whatever.
Just which campus,
I'll give him my campus.
and then I find him there.
All right. I'm gonna need a. I'm gonna say intelligence plus awareness difficulty. You got the campus, so I'm gonna say difficulty 3.
Okay. You have to roll perfect on this. Nope, it's a fail.
Damn. What do you do after you get to the campus and realize you can't find Ryan?
I text him, is the cafe open?
I'll probably say something like all hours because this place has classes at weird hours.
Yeah, that's most likely true. Yeah.
I tell him to meet me at the cafe.
Okay. I'll walk there as I'm getting home instead of going back to my place.
It's better that way.
All right. So when you guys find each other at this cafe, what the fuck's going down?
I murder him. He didn't tell me where his house was.
Fatality.
Yeah, I find a place to sit, and we talk. Go over what he learned.
All right. We'll call the session there because first of
Alright.
all, we don't need an in-character explanation of what happened that
Yeah.
we all just listened to me saying. And also, it's pretty obvious after said conversation, both of you would probably just go back to your respective places to sleep. So we don't need to deal with
I
that.
am thinking of this. I think before the night ended, as much as Felix, he's doing a lot of thinking by the end of the night, because he probably would have told Wilson everything and then kind of sat alone in his room and just thought over everything, he probably would have sent it's Logan, right? Is the one we met in the beginning?
Yeah.
He would have messaged him at the end of the night that he would probably want to talk to him the next night. About something, and it's going to be about what he's witnessed and everything, but he's going to leave it bland. He's just going to say, I need to talk to you about something, and that's it.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That is chapter 2 of the Styx and Bones Chronicle.
I'm
Thanks
going
for
to
the
make
game, storyteller.
What's up?
So thanks for the game.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you're welcome.
And no one died.
Of course,
Nobody died.
Okay, well that one guy died.
I had a mental breakdown.
Yeah. No, there was a dead body. Yes.
Now there's a new person inhabiting that body or whatever. So,
Yeah.
you know.
There were 2 dead bodies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
One of which
Because
we
I'm piling
didn't
up.
kill, so
One of
Oh.
which you didn't kill. I mean, you didn't kill either of them. So
yeah.
congratulations.
Hey, I've never murdered anyone. I've just been an accessory to murder.
I think
No,
you did
you-
murder somebody, but
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about that.
Listen.
You did.
Listen, pal.
Listen, let's listen.
All right. Well, now you guys understand why, whenever I told you guys about lore, why I always said the Camarillo were assholes. Because that's normal
Yeah.
operating procedure.
And because they went about it that way, Felix lost his shit.
Listen, we're going to be junior detectives by the time the week is out.
Now, I will ask this as well, and this is probably just going to be a trend of me asking, do we get experience out of this?
God.
Or are we just, I don't care either way, I'm just going to ask as like a reference point.
I'm the Velma of this group.
I'm literally Shaggy, but more just will break down in a moment's notice.
I don't think any experience is a war. Actually, you know what? For the ease of how you guys got Gunter, 5 experienced for Corey. Yeah, that's for like actual like for actual like progression. That's all I can really see as appropriate.
Hey, I infiltrated a hospital and I participated in a blood ritual, which is my clan's thing.
Yeah, for the hospital, because of how easy the hospital thing was, 2 experience for Ryan. But I can't really think of anything like
I
big.
had a mental breakdown and talked to an owl. Hell yeah!
Yeah, I can't think of anything big, especially like in this session. I'm not really seeing any big actions that would really give a good amount of XP. So yeah, just
No,
the
yeah.
5 and the 2.
I asked for everyone's sake. I didn't expect to get anything because I know Felix was useless. And that is just how he is.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Listen, you just gotta lead the bad guys into the traps we set up.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna be the one to set into harm's way so I can run away from it and leave.
Hey, you're good at running.
I am
Did
good
you know
at running.
Shaggy did track and field in high school?
Yep.
It's true.
Ah.
That's why he runs so good.
He also did weed, but we don't talk about that.
The way I got Gunter felt weird.
Yeah.
You acquired him.
It was, yeah.
It was unique. It was definitely unique.
The thing is,
I
like,
am a. Oh, good.
I understand that it would feel weird, but that's just because how you did it is conducive to why I wanted you in this campaign and how you break games, you stress test games.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the system was not set up for something like that, and that's why I was
Not
totally
really.
down with it.
Yeah, no, I definitely like. I don't think, as far as the canon world of Vampire the Masquerade, any of how Corey conducts himself is really reasonable.
Yeah. And that's the best part.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it.
I'm literally playing the first character I've ever played who is not built to be utilitarian in any kind of way. I've always played a utilitarian character, and I am now not playing one, and it's weird for me because it's so far from how I normally play, and it's interesting.
I have just been thinking with my fists. Still thinking, obviously.
Yeah. It's
No.
fucking Jesus.
Felix
Let's
didn't eat
imagine
too
at
much
some
meat
point I'm
tonight.
gonna buy points into like guns, and it's gonna be like that gif, like I'm a healer, but
I'm going to kill you with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
And
love
this gun I found.
Yes. All right. Would you like to do the outro for the thing of just the whole spew? Oh, mighty storyteller. I don't want to
Thank
call you a
you
DM because
all.
this isn't Dungeons and Dragons, so
Yeah,
I'm
just
calling you something else.
to all who is listening, thank you all for even finding this on YouTube at least, because I just really love this system. I really like its lore, and I just think it's really fun when people who are just obviously not right in their heads play a game that's supposed to take itself seriously, because it just makes everything so much more fun.
You're not supposed to tell everyone we're unstable.
But where's the fun in that? Um, I appreciate when the people who want to play a game literally staged in the universe named the World of Darkness decides they want to bring some light to it. And that's the only reason why I wanted to do something like this. Because I'd love to have fun in these stupid, self-serious crap that is things like this.
did literally build a light cannon last time.
I really hope anyone watching this has enjoyed it as much as I know I have. And we'll see you all next time on another dark and gloomy night.
It's literally raining out, so dark and stormy night definitely fits.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to drop in another note real quick. Tomorrow we're doing, I think we're recording session 0 for the Grim Hollow campaign. We haven't decided the official date for that.
Is that that weird gothic system or whatever?
Yes,
Wait,
that's the weird gothic one, and we have some, based on what I've heard, some interesting characters coming to that.
I'll have fun with that.
I'm super excited for my character, but
I'm playing my Star Wars campaign tomorrow.
that's fun. So yes, now we will end. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.
Hey.
Peace.